which was disappointing because we were both at the Met Ball on Monday, and I didn't see you.
Not once.
It's very crowded, and there's a lot of people.
It's hectic. It's celebrity rich.
It is celebrity rich. It was also, the theme was camp, and you and your co-star from Girls, Jemima Kirk, you guys looked fantastic. Do you want to talk through how you guys came up with these outfits? Really good stuff.
I have to say that we came to slay, and I think that we took home. I think we secured the bag, as the kids would say.
You slayed so much the cops were waiting for you guys when you left.
Well, here's what I'll tell you. I do have to give credit to the designer, Christopher Kane, and my stylist, Chris Horan, but the attitude is all ours.
Yeah, and it's really on display there.
Yeah, I think that what was nice about this year for me is that, you know, a lot of the themes are like, I love the Met Gala because I love the Metropolitan Museum of Art.
Yep.
I love Vogue magazine, Anna Wintour. It's aspirational, it's sexy, it's thrilling. I'm actually a columnist at Vogue magazine, a beauty columnist, which some people consider...
Wow, very impressive.
Consider ironic because of how rarely I leave my home. But what I liked about this year was that a lot of, you know, oftentimes I wouldn't say like glam is my area, but camp I can do.
Camp was more in your wheelhouse, yeah.
Yeah, so I felt like this was the one year where I was like, oh, Kendall Jenner, come into my house.
I should say one of the nice things, and I think a lot of people very fairly have these notions about what the Met Ball is, but there are a lot of glamorous people, a lot of fabulous people. There are also a lot of people like you and I who dominoes had to fall in a very specific way for us to end up at the Met Ball.
To arrive there.
And so, you end up, for me, I got to sit with, Mindy Kaling and Rachel Brosnahan, and I think we're all sort of, we kind of can't believe we're there, and it makes it for kind of a cool night, the amount of people that you can talk to about, like, what is happening that we are here?
Totally, but Jemima and I were pretty in the zone.
Oh, you had a good night then.
Yeah, we were really in it. Like, at the time, I was like, there has never been a duo like us.
Wow.
Like, we were walking up the stage, we were walking up the stairs, and at one point, we were feeling so good and so glamorous, and we're posing, and we had our poses planned, and we worked on it in the hotel room before, and we were like, okay, we're gonna like go back to back, we're gonna go front to front, we're gonna kiss on the lips and shock them a little bit, Britney and Madonna style. We're gonna pull back and do a little bit of cool glamour. And then literally we're walking, and we hear this person go, "You're so brave!" And Jemima was like, what did they mean? And I was like, oh, I know what they meant. And now it's funny because at the time I was like, there's never been a team like this. And now I look and like, I think what we look like in the photos, in a positive way, is when there's like a sexual education video circa 7th grade and they animate 2 sperm. Do you kind of see what I'm talking about?
Yeah. And I feel like...
We were both like, someone's getting pregnant tonight.
Yeah. And I feel like, I don't remember that from the videos, but I feel like that you're the good sperm and she's the evil sperm.
Yeah, it's like, this is a baby that's going to go to Harvard, and this is a baby that's going to sleep with your mom. And an amazing detail, which I love because it's so, like, I have true respect for the entity of Vogue magazine. And what I love is that, because it's so fashion and so funny, is that Jemima made the best dressed list, and I did not.
Really?
But we're wearing the same outfit. So I don't know if it was the shoes, the body,
oversight,
the spirit. It's not an oversight. And I'm not mad. Let's just say I'm grateful for what I can get. It's my 7th year there, and I am not going to screw this up.
My wife was burning me because I made a list that was top 40 at the Met Ball over 40. And there was a picture of my wife and I, and she was pretty mad because I'm over 40 and she not. I'm dragging her. I'm dragging her up. I'm dragging her up into the dignity of age.
I love it.
You're not allowed to take photos inside the Met Ball.
No.
Although I think like very cool people don't listen to that.
No, but I'm not cool, and I'm afraid.
I'm a rule guy as well.
I'm a rule person, and every time my favorite thing is to break a rule, then apologize profusely and cry because I'm like, I didn't mean to, but I did. I took one photo, but I feel okay about it because it was in the elevator, and I'm never going to share it, but I can tell you about it. You all may know who Jared Leto is.
Yep.
And
Do you want me to show the photo, or do you want to explain?
Well, he's an iconic, to me, he's iconic. I mean, we know he's an actor, he's a singer, but to me, he will always be Jordan Catalano.
Yeah. What is that? My So-Called Life?
My So-Called Life, and that for me was really that was my sexual awakening, if you will.
Oh wow!
So to see him, and he ended up different than I thought he would.
Yeah.
And anyway, so at the Met, he showed up carrying.
He went for it. I do tip my cap.
Oh no, I'm not judging. He came with his own head. So we're in the elevator. He's with his friends. I'm with my only friend. And and I tap him on the shoulder. I'm like, excuse me? And he's like, And I'm like, just, could I borrow that for 1 second? And he very willingly handed me the head, and I kissed it.
Wow.
Yeah. And Jemima took the pictures, and Jemima was like, tongue, touch it, hold it, to the boob. And then I gently hand it back to him. I'm like, thanks so much for the lend.
That's very nice of him.
Yeah.
You asked for it the way other people ask for chapstick.
100%.